Welcome everybody to JK News Out of the Closet, where today we have Steve talking about moving to California and getting his confidence destroyed.
Yes.
Ooh.
I was a kid. I was like, 10, 11 years old. And we moved from Virginia to California, San Diego, California. And I remember being, when I was in Virginia, I would say I had a good sense of self because of the way that I was interacting with my friends. Like, I was like, the class clown-ish kid or whatever, and teachers would always tell my mom, like, oh, but he has good timing. Like, that was always very specific. They were like, he's not disruptive because he has good timing. And I was like, I swear to God, my mom will tell you that to this day.
So you're fitting in the pocket.
No, I never got in trouble.
Teachers probably were like, "You have a big dick too."
No. But that was like a big thing. Is like I couldn't get in trouble for being a clown, like because I didn't want to have the hammer come down at home. So I would pick my shots, right, balls and strikes. I would try to like go for like a moment where I could tell the teacher was done talking.
Read the room.
Yeah, read the room, right. And then for some reason, like, so I would say I had a great time and like I would make kids laugh and stuff like that. And then I moved to California and like I just didn't know anybody and I didn't really know how to make friends because like,
how old were you?
I was coming in the middle of the school year. I was 10, 11. So, and coming in the middle of the school year is rough. We came in January.
And this is San Diego?
San Diego, California, yeah.
Culture shock.
And yeah, just a
Just
bunch
like
of
Virginia.
fucking Chargers, old Chargers decals everywhere, and like
Old Chargers.
just a different environment. You know what I mean? Like you go from like a proud sports town, like Virginia's like. They got the Washington Redskins back then, right? And like they actually won shit, proud sports town, right? Then you move to San Diego. They got the Padres and the Chargers, and like those guys, everybody fucking sucks. They don't win anything, right? So then, I'm trying to make friends. I don't know anybody at all, and it's the middle of school year. Everyone's already paired up. Yeah. Then also too, I had never been at an outdoor school before because
Oh, right. That's a California thing.
I was raised in Indy, and then in Virginia, where like everything's inside. Everything's inside. So and even the hallways are inside. So then you go to a school and you're like, what the fuck? You leave the classroom and then you're outside. Yeah. But then at recess, there's like bars around everything. Like where I went to elementary school, it's called this place called doesn't matter. I don't remember. But it was like a jail. I viewed it as a jail. Because Morning Creek Elementary School. I viewed it as a jail because it was surrounded by bars, and I used to just walk the perimeter. So I go from being like class clown, having a good time and stuff like that. Class clown, good timing. To walk in the perimeter and just not knowing anybody, and then coming in the middle of the school year. And I remember too, my first day of school, one of the kids had been like, in some medical thing. He had like some medical thing. I think he had to get like a colostomy bag or some shit.
Oh shit!
He was in the shit, right?
So maybe he had some gut issue.
I think something happened, right? And then, it was my first day in school, and the teacher's like, "Would you like to write a letter to Brandon?" And I'm like, first of all, and it's not like I didn't want Brandon to read this letter and be like, "Who the fuck is this guy?" You know what I mean?
I don't even know, Brandon. Because you're a mid-year entry.
Yeah, it's my first day at school, and she's like, "Hey, this happened to Brandon," and you were all writing him letters and shit. And I'm like, I'm good. You know what I mean? Like, because I didn't want. Yeah, I declined because
the right move,
I
mature
didn't
move.
want it to be weird. Like, I don't want Brandon to be like, Why are you writing me letters,
Did
dude?
she ask you publicly in the class? Like,
Yeah, in front of everybody. Well, she was asking everybody, and she's like, "Oh, Steven, do you want to do?" And I was like, "I'm good."
What a weird call.
I know, it's really strange.
Put on the spot.
And then I think that, like, I also, like, I used to think that rainbows were tight. This is not a bit. So day one, she had us, like, color this, like, I guess the missions or whatever the fuck in California. I don't know shit
California
about.
loves to do assignments about the missions, yeah.
And I came in again middle school year, so I don't know shit about missions. They were like they were wrapping it up. So I was just like, what is a mission? And then she's like,
Not the last part.
yeah, she's like, we're gonna color the missions, and I was like, all right, rainbows are chill. I'm gonna do red, orange,
Rainbows and chill.
purple. Yeah. And then and I had no idea it had anything to do with gay people. And then after that, I think she thought I was a little gay kid. Because she started being like really sensitive around me after that. And I was like, oh.
Teacher doesn't know kids at all.
Yeah, and then, so it's also my first day too, because you know how you like in California schools you get linked up to one teacher and then like they're your teacher for like every lesson or whatever, and so it was weird because like as the day progressed, she was asking about like who knows math, and I was like, I'm kind of ahead. It was weird. In Virginia schools, I was ahead of every kid here by 2 years.
2 years?
2 years, just about a year and a half. But yeah, because I was doing like algebra, and these little bitches were doing long division. So I was like, oh my God, because I suck at math, notoriously. So I was like, oh my God, I actually can kind of coast a little bit, because I did long division like fucking 2 years ago, and these kids are like struggling with it, struggle busting it. So I was like, okay, this is sick. I can be more of an academic kid now than I was in Virginia, right?
So West Coast is a little bit behind the East Coast, you would say?
Yeah, they're retarded out here. I don't know what it is. They're way behind.
Yeah.
So but then I'm retarded, so I caught up, right? I caught up with it. In about 2 years, I started failing math again, right? Yeah, it's
The California system failed you.
California, dude, it's rough. But yeah, so then. Yeah, we're doing, I just don't know any kids, and like it was very awkward, and everyone's paired up at lunch, and there was no like hero kid who's like, hey Steve, you want to hang out with us? It was just like complete isolation.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, and I couldn't get in anywhere conversationally with anybody. It's like jump rope, you just can't get in anywhere because everyone's already paired up and shit like that. So
you didn't have good timing out here.
I had excellent timing out here. I found out later. No. California kids are so stupid. It's so easy to make them laugh. But then I was doing, it took me about 2 years, I would say. I got into middle school, and then that was rough, hella rough. Like, because I just started getting made fun of because I'm 6'4.5", but I'm not coordinated. And then like my teacher wanted me to try out for the basketball team because everybody wanted.
You were that tall already?
Yeah, I was like 6'3", I think by the time I was 12 years old.
School? Oh my God!
Yeah, I was always
Samoan boy.
I was always like the tallest kid in my whole school wherever I went, right? And then then the coaches would always try to recruit me, and they're like, oh yeah, you want to come play volleyball?
You always see a potential.
And then I'm like, dude, I fucking suck, dude. I suck so bad. Like I suck so bad that they used to have me in Little League. They used to have me play catcher. But like in Little League, there's no need for a catcher because the coach is underhand pitching you the whole time. So it's like the catcher is like, you don't want to be catcher, dude. Catcher's just like, chuck it back to coach. Like, you're not doing anything during the game.
You're a ball boy.
Yeah, and then I was in left field because every kid's, or I was in whatever side of the field where nobody hits. I was that side of the field. So like, and then one of the questions I remember too from first day of school, it was like, oh, what's your batting average? Because I was like, oh, I played baseball for a while. And she's like, what's your batting average? And I was like, oh, it's a 735 or whatever. And then she's instantly like, basically like, yeah, right. And I'm like, it's Little League, dude. The coach is going like that, underhanded. And so we had these baseball cards made, and it had like your average on it or whatever. But like, she's just basically like, on my first day of school, dude. You remember shit like
She's
that.
90s calling cap.
Yeah, because like, exactly. But it's like, dude, like
You wish.
it's Little League, brother. Yeah.
Dude, hey, real good comedians always have fucked up childhood.
Honestly,
Super comedian, it's different. Okay, so then, yeah, it's just awkward. Couldn't really get anywhere with people. I have my brothers, but they still play with toys, and I thought toys were kind of getting gay for me. So then I started to like, I was already into girls like early.
What is this, in middle school, you said?
Yeah, and in 5th grade is when I moved.
Oh, okay.
6th grade, middle school.
but still no friends of
No friends, made fun of, can't play basketball, tried for the basketball team, made the team because I'm tall and I could rebound the ball. I think that was the strategy. But then I used to make my mom take me after school every single day to go shoot hoops because I got made fun of so bad for making the team. This one kid, he didn't make the team. His name was Bryce, and he made my life a living hell after that. He
He got to go.
Yeah,
I like Bryce.
every day bullying like this guy would do. You know what I mean?
Clearly.
Yeah, like, call me faggot, all that stuff, and all his friends would too. And
Everyday bully.
Today's video is brought to you by The Daily Drop. So I've been traveling for so many years, okay? I've been travel vlogging, I've been enjoying this, and people go, how do you afford it? Well, a lot of it is actually for free, and it's done through credit card points. And I always thought about like how I can kind of share this information with other people because it does take a little bit of learning. It's like extreme couponing and stuff like that. But the Daily Drop is here to help you out. It's absolutely free to sign up for. The Daily Drop is a free daily newsletter to learn how to book your next trip for nearly free with miles and points. Learn how to fly business class without a business class budget.
See for yourself why over 1 million readers start their morning with Daily Drop. So subscribe now using the link in the description to get started on earning towards your next dream travel experience.
Shove me in the hallway, all that kind of stuff, you know.
But they couldn't fit you in a locker because it's too big.
They're
too big.
smaller than you?
I mean, yeah, but it's like multiple dudes. But that's exactly
But
it,
his
right?
ego was right here.
That's
though,
yeah, that's exactly it. Honestly, it's because I'm a big dude. So, but I wasn't exactly. My mom used to say, "Turn the other cheek, Steven, turn the other cheek," and shit like that. Bad advice. Don't ever do that. so then they know that's an opening in your week, and then you can.
And you have unlimited cheeks.
Exactly. So then, it took a couple of years, I would say, for me to get my footing and just like find my baseline confidence again. It was a very specific day for me. It was like first week of high school, and I remember I was in drama class because like I'm gonna do drama class. We'll see what happens in there. And then I remember they were like, we're gonna do improv, and I was like, I don't know what the fuck that is, but I know what Whose Line Is It Anyways is or whatever. So I was like, okay, cool, it's like that. So then, honest to God, I remember the exact moment. I was like, I'm gonna just do it. Because I was sitting there, they were all doing improv for like 45 minutes. I was like, I'm just gonna get up and do it. And my legs were freezing, like as I got up. And it was just so unlike the kid that I knew before. But then, I don't know, man, it all launched right out of me when I got up there. I forgot everything. I forgot that I was nervous or scared or anything, and like just launched, and people were laughing, and that was it for me. That was the spark for me. Like,
You just had an instinct to add to the scene and you just jumped in.
that's it. And then after that, my teacher kept on asking me to do more improv stuff. So then I was like, yeah, sure. And then there was an improv troupe at my high school, and I was like, okay, I'll try out for that. Got in there, and then started doing improv like a madman, like every chance I could. I got into the school plays. I auditioned for the school play, and I got the lead like my sophomore year. So like, and that was the hot show. The reviews were in the hot show.
I was waiting for it. Blowjob in the back.
No, I didn't get a blowjob. I almost got a blowjob.
rub
but
and tug. It was a
I
rub and tug.
rejected it, which is insane. God, the amount of the amount of sexcapades that I could.
Yeah, because you were the leading man.
You know
She
what I mean?
wanted the leading role, dude. Like,
lead dick.
Yeah, lead dick.
So yeah, that was really.
You were Leo to her.
That was the like finding my confidence again came directly through doing drama in high school and like doing improv. And then I really, started doing the plays and all that stuff, and it was just about I didn't like that stuff. Like you know what I mean? Like I don't like Shakespeare, right? But I was like, you know what this is? I was like, it's like a job. It's like a job. And then how can I make it more fun? You know what I mean? And that's what made it interesting for me. Because if you could ask me to watch the Shakespeare thing right now, I'm out. Right, Nick? We don't want to watch that shit. I'm not that deep. So then, I'm doing all those plays and stuff like that, and it was really fun. And then, come out of high school, and my this chick that I was kind of into. She's like, hey, come try out for this improv troupe that I'm in. Come do like professional improv, like for money. And I was like, what the fuck? That's crazy. So I went there and absolutely blew the doors off of my audition. Not kidding. I had a killer audition. Cause you know how like comedy people are tough, right? I had those people eating out of the motherfucking palm of my hand. And then I made the team. And got knocked right back down. What? Right back down, yeah. And this is a very important thing for me. Very, very important. Basically, I made the team, and I was doing like a lot of tricks, I would say. I wasn't doing improv. I was doing tricks to like get laughs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I didn't really
Little
understand.
side bit laughs versus really like the laugh from the scene.
Exactly. I wasn't building and adding. I nailed my audition because they're focused on you.
Yeah.
Right? Oh, is this person funny? okay, well, yeah, we can work with this, right? And then this guy named Trenton Shine, who I love like a brother, he is my mentor at this stuff. He basically smoked me as soon as we started doing, what do you call it, rehearsal? He would just smoke me, and I remember getting in my truck afterward and like crying my eyes out.
How would he smoke you? Like, what would he? Was this stuff he
just
said?
Like, that wasn't funny. You thought that was funny? That wasn't funny. Here's why.
After you said a line or something.
Yeah, and it wasn't like it was really, really important that I went through this because you can do tricks in high school and get so far, right? But you're not building anything and adding to things and making people, most importantly, making people want to be in scenes with you.
You're not working with people.
That's it.
Taking away attention.
That's it.
Yeah.
You're being a me improviser.
Yeah.
And that's what I call it now. I've called it that ever since. And
No gifts, no nothing.
no gifts, exactly. No gifts. Not lobbing the ball to people.
Just taking it away.
Stuff that's really, really, really important, right? And we know this because like the worst guests that we'll have in here, they basically will just sit here and do a set the whole time
They
to
don't
themselves.
listen to anyone.
Right.
Yeah. They don't work with you.
You can ask them a question, blank state, back to my set. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like conducive to the conversation, stuff like that. So that has to be beaten out of you at some point, right? If you're gonna like hopefully mature and stuff like that. So that got beaten out of me very importantly. That was really, really important for me to learn what I was doing wasn't like gonna help anybody else. It was just gonna help me, right? So that was huge for me, and I like I said, I cried every fucking day, like for like a month or two, until one day, because I still went back. I cared, right? I wanted to get better at this, and then one day it all just kind of started to click for me. And I remember one day they had I remember exactly what it was. This teacher from UCB came down to San Diego. We paid them to come down to San Diego, teach us game, right? UCB, the game theory, which is basically just like you introduce, you identify interesting thing, and then everybody tags it, right? Heightening everything. And I picked up on that right away, and I thought it was so fucking, like, such a great tool. And I remember I got this chick named Danielle Snyder. She's the one who came down. I got her rolling because, like, it was some scene involving a horse or something like that, and I basically, like, had my kid there, it was a scene about we're trying to kill the horse, and eventually, like, it built to the point where I was like, and now I want you to name it. And then, like, she was rolling about that, and I was like, fuck yeah, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do this professional improv shit. I'm gonna go to UCB LA. Like, this is where I want to be. You know what I mean? Like, wow. That was just, like, so clear after that. And then, so I ended up, as soon as I could, saving up enough money, me and my buddy Jason Horton, and my...
Came from San Diego, too?
Yeah, we both were in the same improv troupe back in San Diego. That's where we met.
Oh, I didn't know you guys were like that.
We go way back. Yeah, so me and him moved up here with my girlfriend at the time. Her name was Erin. We all moved up here together and got a two bedroom in Koreatown. That's where I first moved here in LA, off of 511 Kenmore Avenue, and that was like my operating base. I got a shitty job working in a high-rise selling fucking printer toner while I did improv every single motherfucking night. Damn. And I remember interning at Upright Citizens Brigade LA as well, so I could pay for classes because classes were expensive as fuck. And then that was really the start of everything. Like, but if I didn't meet Trenton Shine and have him beat all that out of me, I just know that I wouldn't have gone far at all on tubers because when I started working with Tuber Scum specifically, they wanted to have me back because I was adding things and not just making it about me. And that was pivotal because I really could have blown my shot. Luck is when preparation meets opportunity. And I got, a lucky shot one day just doing scenes with the Fine Brothers and all that stuff like that.
How are you able to, like Trenton was like going hard on you. How are you able to kind of take the criticism constructively and not go, man, fuck you, I'm out of here?
Because I agreed with him.
Oh.
Like you saw it?
He just explained it really well.
Teacher. He was making good points that I couldn't argue with. You know me, I love debating people, and I actually love debate because it amuses me to like explore different things. So I already have a pretty open mind about things like that. So I was like, oh man, this is a good. You don't think so? Why? Why?
No, there was a fly. There was a fly right there. Get it out the way.
So yeah, I felt like I was like, man, this really, he's making really good points that I couldn't argue with, and I saw how funny he was, and I was like, I want to do what he's doing, dude, because that guy's a funny motherfucker.
So you looked up to him enough to where you're like, I don't think this is coming from a bad place. It hurts, but I'm gonna listen.
That's it. And he had to break me down, like almost like military shit, because I was pretty sure that I knew what I was doing, right? So he had to like cut through that. He obviously saw some good there because he wanted me on his team. But then he's like, okay, here's how I can make him more of a team player on my team and not a me-proviser. Which is why I always shit on me-provisers, and you guys know that in here. Like I'm always like, I always take shots at people who are just trying to do the me thing, because the me thing, it doesn't help the room. And I'm more like you. I'm more of a team player. I like to help the room. Like to me, helping the room is an honor. Because
Who's an example of like a me-proviser guest we've had?
off the top of my head, I can't say. Yeah, I can't say.
See, team player.
It's not that I don't like them. It's not that. It's just like, how interesting is this day going to be, right? Are we going to learn about them, or like, are we going to have like a good flow conversationally?
Sure. Yeah.
Or are they just sitting there doing their bits, and then they honestly sort of like get a good, like, I'd say 2.5 hours, and then they're out of their material, because like they do stand up or whatever it is, and then it's like, are you talking to the room, right? Are you engaging with people? Do you know about Bart's kid? Do you know, right? Do you know that Joe, got married? Like, do you know, like, all that stuff is, like, that can help you build into other things if you pay attention to it. And I'm all about that now, because I was a meat professor. And yeah, you learn. Either if you get bad news, either you push ahead as a productive person, or you quit. And like, I'll never quit. So.
That's cool.
That's Shakespeare, baby.
Fuck
Stay
Shakespeare.
tuned after these.
Damn.
Yeah, and we'll come back. That was a great story. We'll come back and talk about how he quit tubing on the next episode.
Quit tubing.
Out the closet.
I don't think I quit that.